to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And I have with me a special guest today. It's Kelly, the Mystic Next Door. Hey, Kelly.
Hello, nice to see you. Thanks for
Lovely
having
to
me.
see you too. You're more than welcome. I don't know why it took so long.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, better late than never. Yeah.
That's fine. Thank
So
you.
I think the notices just went out. So it'll take a minute, and folks will
Mhm.
start coming in, and while we're waiting for them to kind of come in, what have you been up to? What's new in your world? What's your charity going?
Well, well, let's see. I've been on a few channels lately and doing. I don't know if you have seen. I've started doing a weekly tarot scope reading. So I do that
Nice.
usually on Sundays. I think I'm going to move it to Monday because there are more people available. And I do that live, and that's fun. And then we do
Yeah.
card pulls, 3 card pulls for people. Um, oh, I know this is exciting. I've been asked by 2 different metaphysical stores to start doing their psychic fairs. So I did one last weekend, and that was exciting.
Nice.
Yes, so that's kind of
Oh,
fun. And then on the personal level, my life starts getting really busy now because I run summer camps.
yes.
So we are hiring and doing all that crazy stuff. So I get kind of distracted this time of year, but it's all good. How about you?
Yeah. You know what? It's about the same. Yeah, busy with shows. I'm getting ready to launch a couple websites that are in the works, but I kind of boxed myself in and then had to make some changes, and so it's just a matter of time and patience.
Mhm.
So that will happen, and working on the merchandise
And
for
you've got your membership. How's that going?
yes, really enjoying it. Really,
Nice.
really enjoying it. And even, there's people are joining at all different levels, which that's why you have different levels, is, everyone's comfort zone and all that kind
Hmm.
of stuff. Um, really enjoy that. Really enjoy the support and everything. And I love doing the readings. I love being here and just kind of sharing um, with anybody who's out there. So
Oh, I do too.
all,
Isn't that nice? I love that.
it is. Yeah, I pick up a lot of good energy from the people that are around me. So yeah,
Oh, good.
absolutely
Yes,
love
me
that.
too.
Yeah. And while we're talking about that, don't forget, folks, everybody, like, share, and subscribe. And then make sure that you go over to Kelly's channel and subscribe, like, share, and on hers as well. We do it not so much because we'd like to see the numbers get bigger, although that's kind of a bonus. But the more that we can, the more that we can get out in front of people, the more that our message can get out to them. And there
Mm.
are people out there who really want to hear. They need to hear what we're saying. They just don't know where we are. They're just looking for us. So
Yeah.
help them find where
Right.
we are.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
nice. What a nice community too.
it is.
Really.
It is. It's very nice, very supportive, very encouraging. Um, there is, what I like is there's no queen bees in our community. There isn't anybody um, who kind of stands apart from the person who has got 10 subscribers to the person who has got 100,000 subscribers. You need help, they're there. What do
That's
you
right.
need? Right?
That's right. I mean, I just think everybody's so supportive of one another. And I think what it is, of course, we all know that there are a few with lots of subscribers out there, but they don't act like it. They don't
No,
act like they're above anyone else. That's really beautiful.
it is.
Hmm.
It is. It's very, very nice. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Now I
So
have a 20-something-year-old son who's keeps saying, "Mom, you need a TikTok." I'm like, I don't know. Whatever, maybe.
I'll share this with you.
What does it say? No,
It
I
says, no, I
can't
can't do
do.
Snapchat or TikTok, but I can write in cursive, do math in my head, and tell time on a clock with hands.
Isn't that true? That is so, that we just had that conversation. I had that conversation with Allie the other day because she's an English teacher, and she talks about how it's become very difficult to teach literature or composition to people who in the world of chat GPT.
Yes.
And I question whether maybe we dinosaurs who grew up, with cursive and having to write things, out of our minds. Maybe it is just going away. Maybe it's not as important as we think it is. Although it's frustrating when my kids can't read something I write in cursive to them.
I know. I think, hold on, I just got to turn down my fan.
Yeah.
I I do believe that in some ways it is a dying art. There's so many things that go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
The appreciation of fine literature, the
Mm-hmm.
feeling of holding a book as you go through it.
Mm-hmm.
All those things that just, I think, made us a more polite society,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And yeah, when you're writing in cursive, you need to pay attention to what your thoughts are. There isn't, a magic pen that you start off writing and it fills it in for you.
Well, it
So
makes me wonder if it will just become, kind of a romantic relic of the past. Like, look what I
yeah,
know how to do, everybody, like kind of a novelty.
I know.
So I don't know. I just go along with the flow and what it is. One thing I will say, and I'm sorry, I'm taking this
No,
conversation off in
no,
this tangent, but I do feel like, a college degree isn't quite what it used to be. And, it's very, very expensive in the United States. I don't know about there in Canada, but it's
it
extremely
is.
expensive. And people go into phenomenal debt and they come out with a degree that really doesn't help them get ahead in life. And so I've been saying for years, that's another one of those paradigm shifts that we're
Yeah,
going through.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. And there's, um, yeah, there was a time, and I remember, sort of being part of the cycle, was that, you in high school you were encouraged to um, to go into trade, to pick a trade, right? And then we slowly moved away from that, and it was like, well, no, you don't want to be in a trade. You want to be sitting behind a desk. And then so many people did that because it was the thing to do, to be in management, to be an executive, to be so on, that the trades are really starting to fall behind. And now we've got that shift going back to the trades. That
Very, very much so. And of course, you look at somebody who's a plumber or an electrician, or they're making six figures,
yes, they
and
are.
people with an English degree might be making half that. So we really are I think you wanted to talk about this today. We are in a time of shift.
Yes,
We're in a time of shift, and we're watching it, in real time. It's pretty remarkable.
it is. It
Yeah.
is. And I think I just noticed, I don't know why, but my connection all of a sudden jumped down. So
Oh,
if anything happens and I lose you,
I'll be
I
waiting
will,
here.
yeah, I will be back, but it's unusual for that to come up. And so
I
yeah,
can hear you just fine.
good,
Okay.
good. So before we
Somebody's
get into kind of the topic, I did want to say hello to a few people that have joined us. Um, Amanda Caren is here. Hello, Amanda. She's one of my new members. We've got Pierrette from As We Heal Each Other. We've got Laura Hammond Davis here, who is a member. Teresa Ford, welcome. Sonia Panola, Lori R. Sunshine Bermudez, hello. Nice to see you here. Jessica Lynn. Who else? Did I miss anybody? I think, Cheryl is here. Hello, Cheryl. Lori
Viviani.
Hutzinger. Viviani is here. Excellent, Cheryl. Amanda Carroll. Hey, Amanda Carroll.
Hi, Amanda Carroll, on this fine day.
On this fine day. Yeah. So welcome to all of you that are here. And what I thought that we might, talk about is the things that are shifting, the things that we are witnessing shift in consciousness, in politics, in our own lives. Things are being exposed. And it's almost like someone has taken a plow to everyone's life, and what you thought was long dealt with, whatever, underneath the surface, no, it's coming back up so we can examine it again. And I think that for some people, I think it could be a challenge, but if you look at it as something positive, as a way to kind of clean house, get rid of what you don't need, have your thoughts challenged so that you can pick better things and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, we could discuss that, and then we can certainly take questions from people that are here. And what I thought that we would look at is maybe kind of what's shifting in your life that that you might need to know about. So, but
the question for me is what's not shifting.
Yes.
It might be easier to talk about, but
absolutely. And Sonia Panola says, big shifts.
And I feel like I heard a quote from someone that I thought was perfect. When things are changing or maybe feel challenging or something like that, it's in the resistance that we feel the pain, right? So if we can kind of go with the flow a little bit more and stop pushing back against maybe something that can't be changed, it can't be altered. Obviously for when we see wrongdoing or something like that, it's important to, speak up. But otherwise, I think we just sort of have to go with the flow as much as we can, fix what we can't, and move forward.
That's the big challenge. The big thing for me was I'm actually excited about things being brought to the surface. I think that what we're witnessing around the world is we're seeing people who are in control with outdated ideas, outdated egos and impressions of their own self-importance. And we're realizing that it's not about me, it's about we. And if we don't make that shift, people are going to be left behind in the dust.
Well, and that's what the astrology is saying too, right? We just left Capricorn, top down structure, control. I got mine, oops, sorry, that was my phone. And Aquarius, one for all and all for one. I'm going to fight for the little guy. The little guy's rising. And so this is what we're seeing. This is what we're seeing.
I know. And I find that very exciting. I think this is, we have been waiting for this we've been waiting for the age of Aquarius, my God, since the 60s, if not before. You know,
The
I
fifth
remember the
dimension.
song. Yeah, fifth dimension, exactly. The age of Aquarius. And here we are. We're lucky enough to be in it. We're witnessing it. We're seeing it.
Yes.
We're seeing that, might doesn't make right. We're seeing that it's not about the accumulation of wealth and resources for personal gain.
Right.
It's how do we help someone else? Because when
How
you're
do we take
when you're
care of each
able to
other?
help someone else, you raise everyone.
Yeah. And you know what is so interesting? We're having this conversation. I just looked over at my Oracle decks. I have 3 Oracle decks just laid out over here. And look what they have. I just want to show you this before we get started.
Well, yeah.
Because the first card says it's all is in perfect timing. And the other one that was up, that was showing right next to it, is perfect timing. They were just sitting there staring me in the face, and I was like, no way, because I had just shuffled them and set them over there.
I know. I know.
mean, the universe. It's amazing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. So
Yes.
I know for me, some of the things that I'm finding are shifting is I am not quite so quick to not necessarily to judge, because I don't think of myself as a judgmental person, but I'm not so quick to react.
Yeah.
When something happens, there's where before I would kind of spring into action. Now I'm sitting back going, wait a minute, just a sec.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. What's happening?
Well,
Right?
and this is what I was telling my mom this morning, who's constantly, she lives her life in terror because of a former president who wants to be president again. We all know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, and all I see is this, that, and the other, and it's just so upsetting. And I was like, you've just got to stop. Just unplug from that energy. It's not serving you to be afraid and to be terrified. And it's, my opinion, he came for a reason. He's throwing our human flaws right up in our faces so that we can get rid of them. We can purge them.
Exactly. I did. It's funny because I did a video in 2021, and part of the video was based on, is Trump a necessary evil? And the answer to that was yes, because there's so many things that were, and to some extent still are, under the surface that we don't know they're there. So you don't know where the pitfalls are because they've been kept hidden from you.
Right.
But the more that stuff comes to the surface, the more that you can see it. And when you see it, you have a better opportunity to fix it, to change it.
Yeah, it's that secret society thing that we're starting to see revealed, some of the lavish trips, by the big, for the Supreme Court. And what do you hear about those summits in Davos and all those kind of these are the puppet masters, right?
Yes.
And they're starting to lift the curtain. We're starting to lift the curtain and see who's behind the curtain, right? Who's running the show.
Exactly. And we certainly did, as much as it was frightening to a lot of people. We needed someone like Donald Trump to point out where all the little hidden spaces were, because most of these people, if you had approached them in 2016, 2018, 2020, and said, do you identify as a racist? Do you identify as someone who is a xenophobe? They would all have said, oh, no, not me. No, never. Well, that's what they said. Their actions have told us something different.
Right.
So now we can judge them by their actions,
Right.
not the spoken word. So
Right.
they have self-identified and said,
Yes.
yeah, okay, I'm part of the club.
Yep.
So
Yep.
now we know what to
Yep.
do. Yep.
So
Now,
here we are. Like it is really, I mean, I
hi.
feel a little bit bad for like my parents. My mother's still with us, my stepdad in their 80s, and it must feel kind of terrible for them because I think it's a little bit harder for them to see the big picture. Of course, they're, not gonna, they've seen horrible things in their lifetimes as
Yes.
well. But they're probably, I think my mom was born during the Hitler time, and she's feeling like we're back there. And in some ways it's true, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes.
it is. It is. And I think
Mhm.
for that, for the older generation, it's a case of, they're kind of the John McCain, um,
Uh-huh.
right? That there was a lot of John McCain's policies that I did not agree with, but I admired him as a human being because,
Mhm.
yeah, he stood for right. Um, he had morals. He had a moral compass behind him. And that's what
Mhm.
a lot of that older generation is looking for the leaders to have, that they're lacking. They're
Yes.
lacking. It's where,
Yeah.
they're shocked. And I know in some ways I get shocked too. Like, how could you look me in the face and lie to me? Like, we both know you're lying. It's
Yeah.
not a surprise. And
Yeah.
yet you continue to do it.
It's really pretty remarkable
It
where
is.
we've come. And my hat is off to you, Marina. You're Canadian, and you poor northern neighbors have
I
been
am, eh?
dragged into our nonsense. And I know you're in Alberta, right?
Yes,
And I know that Alberta's having some interesting politics these days, and Canada as a whole.
absolutely.
And I'm sorry that our disease is contagious.
It just goes to show you that yeah, politics makes strange bedfellows, and what is happening in the US isn't anything that is just endemic just to the US, right? It is worldwide. We have
It
our
is.
own issues up here.
Mhm.
We have, our own challenges and whatnot, and we have our own politicians that, whether you you like them or hate them, they're doing a lot of the same things. So thank goodness that we can identify those. Again, we can identify them up here
Mhm.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had, yeah, recently we had Ed Broadbent, who was a leader of the NDP for a very long time, passed away.
Now, what's the NDP?
Um, the New Democratic Party.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was very much, he was a man of the people,
Mhm.
always looked out for the little guy, was very inclusive, um, just a really wonderful human being.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And he's gone.
those are, yeah, and he's gone. So
I like Rose Blue's comment. Do you see that? She
we're
said
we're
yeah.
well, you're addicted to downstairs neighbors are getting sober.
Hopefully. Hopefully enough of
Oh,
us get sober in time for the elections.
yes, yeah, I think this is going to be very, very, very interesting. And yeah, for those that are out there that fear that the former guy is going to get back in, no, he's not.
No, I don't think so either. And I know, I have family members, well, who were Trumpsters back in 2016. Um, Brother-in-law wore the red hat, the whole nine yards. Um, and his daughter, my niece, it was one of the top Republican fundraisers in the state of North Carolina.
Mhm.
But she informed my husband, it was sometime during the pandemic, and she's, younger, she's in her 30s. She informed my husband how much she hated 45.
Yeah.
Because, it had created such an air of, anger and frustration. This was during that she also was pregnant, and she was getting mocked by her fellow, her people she worked with for wearing
Yeah.
a mask and all that stuff, which of course he led the charge on that. And her whole family they won't say it, but they've shifted. And
Yes.
so from my perspective, my little small view on this is that there are enough people who, they may not say it out loud,
Yes.
but they've shifted away from his brand of politics.
Absolutely.
And so speaking of shift,
Yes,
brought that
exactly.
around, right?
Yes,
But,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, they certainly have. If you compare the number of people that came to his rallies in 2015, 2016 versus now, there's a lot of empty seats. And I've seen videos of people halfway through just standing
Up
up
and
and
out.
walking out. Like,
Yeah, it's so true. I don't believe that he's going to be reelected. I
no,
just don't see any way possible.
no,
But
no.
I
And
don't want to put that energy out.
Sorry,
Yes.
I was going to say we will get to your questions. And I think the last thing that I want to say is that he has taken ownership of doing away with Roe v. Wade. He has made it very clear that I did that. You can't walk that back. Yes, darling,
Right.
you did.
Yeah, take that. That's yours.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
hang that around your neck.
Totally.
Right.
The GOP for years have been going on and on and on about the border crisis. Well, what did 45 do? He had 4 years. He did nothing. Now that there is an agreement in place and they're getting ready to ratify it or put it in front of the House, now he's saying, no, don't do that. I don't want Biden to have the win.
Well, and he doesn't want that wedge issue to go away while he's running for office. So, yeah, I mean, they've had this deal, and he's going to sink the deal. And again, he'll own that too. So,
yeah, he thinks he's going to sink it. I have a feeling that there are enough people out there who can see the future with him as president.
Yeah.
And who can see that his loyalty is to himself, to no one else. Mm-hmm. So if you believe that whatever he tells you, that he's going to live by that, they're shifting their perspective. They're saying, oh, yeah. Okay, publicly, I will nod my head and I will agree with you. There's a big difference between what I say in public and what I do when I get behind that curtain to put my little check mark on something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this deal is very much going to, I think it is going to go through. Even if it passes by a slim margin, I think it is going to go through. Mm-hmm. He's going to be explosive. Mm-hmm. But you know what? There's a part of me that not only do I not believe he's going to get in power again, I don't think he's going to be in any condition.
No, I don't either. I think he's either going to have a physical problem, or
yes,
he's going to feign a physical problem, a physical health issue.
Yeah.
That takes him out of the picture, because especially, what do we have? Is it the New York case coming up next week? So we've just had the Eugene, and now we've got the New York, the AG case.
Yes, we should have a decision.
Businesses. Yeah.
We should have a decision at some point this week. So,
yeah,
there's a lot of things that are, and it's funny because I was kind of pondering about Judge Engeron and what he could do. And I could honestly see him sitting on the bench, looking down, saying, Donald, now that you have to pay E. Jean Carroll 83.3, how much have you got left over? That much? I'll take it.
I just got chills when you said his name. Judge Engeron, I think, is going to be his worst nightmare. Really.
Yes.
Truly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And Fonnie Willis, God love Fonnie Willis. Her situation, the timing, so suspicious.
Well, it was wasn't it brought forward by one of Trump's fellow defendants? I mean, come on. Yeah, of course.
It was.
Yeah.
And you know why are Wade and his wife divorcing? Because she had an affair with his best friend.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, it's not my business if you're getting divorced. You know what? You do you. And let's take a look at what, all the sexual exploits of many other politicians, right?
Yeah.
Or let's not.
Yeah. Who she dates, what she does has no bearing whatsoever on the case.
Right. Well, she's a Black woman. She's not allowed to have a life. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. And especially with someone in her office, because she put him there. She didn't put him there. She offered the job to 2 other people who said no.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay.
I think it's just going to blow over. They're going to make as much noise about it. And that's the thing about everything. They do make a whole lot of noise. And so it makes people scared. And they think that that's, the way the wind is blowing. Yeah. But honestly, the other side, I wish the other side would be a little more noisy about things. But I don't really think that they even need to. I think in the end, these guys are just, clanging bells and blowing dog whistles and doing all that they can to, look over here.
Exactly. Yes, squirrel. Yeah. How do you know? How do you know you're winning an argument when the other person starts to yell?
Yeah, or call names. Yeah,
or call names.
Yep.
Exactly.
What does Rose Blue say? Speaking of shift your perspective, I saved a pick. New potty chairs. What does that mean?
New potty chairs for sale? Finished chairs with built-in minnow bucket.
Oh, fishing chairs. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh.
Very good. Yeah. So you don't have to. Yeah. You don't have to reach far.
I'll have to find those, Rose. I have a brother-in-law. I have 2 brothers-in-law who are big fishermen.
There you go. Rose Blue always comes up with the most interesting things. Okay, so let's go. Let's take a look here. We've got Lori R., who would like to know what is shifting in her life.
Okay, Lori R.
Absolutely. What is shifting in Lori's life? Lori, are you looking to move? Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Go ahead if you want. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I just wanted to say when I tuned into Lori, I was shown the ground beneath my feet. That's what's shifting, Lori. Just the ground beneath your, pretty much everything. I'm just going to say everything. But I got this card as well that says, you're ready. Okay. And that's beautiful. So I just feel like, I don't know why they showed me, it was just like the ground, the weirdest
Mhm.
image in my mind. But I really do think we're kind of all going through a little ground shift, if you know what I mean. And so
Yeah,
we should all, brace ourselves, enjoy the ride.
absolutely. Yeah. Do not try to swim upstream. It's a losing battle.
No.
I got Archangel Phanuel for you, and the message here is hope, optimism, new beginnings. That's what made me think that you might be moving. The next one, the next card that I got was freedom, which is moving on and letting go. So, um, whether you whether you realize or not, but I think that there is a lot of things that you're going to be going through your life, and you're going to be deciding this stays, nope, that's got to go. I'm making room for something else. And this is how the cards speak: past lives guides. And this is about karmic lessons and and assistance. So that's kind of
Mhm.
what you're going through, is the cleaning. So I can see how it would relate to Kelly's the ground shifting, because yeah, there's a lot of changes that are coming in, and you're making decisions on how you're going to go forward. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
that's what I got.
I got, well, it's funny that you should say move too, because I was getting something like travel as well. And so maybe that's it, but
Could
a
be.
lot of changes, a lot of big changes.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome, Lori. Okay. Uh, whoops. We have got Amanda Carrion,
Hi,
and
Amanda.
she gets to jump the queue because she's a member. So that's one of the benefits of being a member.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. She said, "What is shifting in my life? I'm feeling more depressed than usual for the last week or so. I don't feel like this. I know it will go away. I'm hoping soon.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't like feeling this way. Yes. Yeah. I totally understand that.
Amanda,
Um,
we were talking before the show about just how heavy the energy for the last
yes.
month or two or three has
Yeah.
been. And I think you're a sensitive and you're just
Yes.
absorbing that energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And can I have a card? Can I
Yes,
show
please
you?
do. Yeah, please
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, so the first card, this was from my tarot deck. I get the burden. This
Mhm.
is the card of burden, the Ten of Wands. So, this is also about, kind of reshuffling the wands that you're carrying, so that maybe they're on your back this time, and it's not as heavy a burden. But yes, well, this is sort of validating what you're feeling. But it also, this from this Archangel Michael says, recognize the signs from above. Angels are
Yes.
sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. And that's what happens when we're in a depression. Um, the world is not as it seemed. I mean, the world is different than it really is. Is that what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? We can't see the
Yes.
world for what it is. That's what
Yes.
I'm trying to say. And
Yes.
and it's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy to just pull yourself up by the bootstraps, but it is important to try to see those little signs, little nudges that show you that you're being supported from, other realms.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
yeah, because you are an empath, you're you can't unhear what you have heard. You can't unsee what you have seen.
Hmm.
So this kind of the energy does feel very, yeah, very heavy and very daunting. Like, how am I ever going to get out of this, right? How do you eat an elephant?
Hmm.
One bite at a time. Okay. So my cards echo that. I get ascendant masters, And that talks about devoted spirits and specific intention.
Mm-hmm.
I get confusion. Absolutely. Confusion. And that is, yep, many choices. And that can sometimes, lead to not knowing where to start, right? And
Mm-hmm.
especially with, depression, exactly. Where do you start? Because it all seems overwhelming. And then again, I got freedom, which is the moving on and letting go. So as you're able to make little choices, um, they don't have to be big, but just choices in the right direction. You're moving forward. Set your intention that this is you're going to protect yourself from some of the energy that is feeling heavy. You will take on what you can, and the rest is up to the universe to handle.
Mm-hmm. And
So
I pulled, so again, validating, we had this, and then when we have this anxiety card, the Nine of
yeah,
Swords. But I too get the next one is the Knight of Pentacles. And Pentacles can be about our health, right?
yes,
This is a slow moving card, the Knight of Pentacles, but it is moving forward towards you. And it is coming, and you will be moving out of this energy. And then the last, just like, while Marina was talking, I heard sound baths. I have never had, well, I guess I've had it one time, a sound bath, but um, I wonder if that might be a really nice modality for you to help you to kind of shake out of this
hmm
pattern. Hmm. I don't know if you have something like that in your community. They're starting to pop up all over the place, and
absolutely.
or if not, just maybe even put on some beautiful binaural beats or something like that to just sort of sit in that energy.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Totally
Blessings.
agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, she says, I've been getting a lot of numbers. Yes, you're getting downloads. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Happy. Oh my gosh, I didn't know where to start. There you go. Now you know.
Yeah, see
Perfect.
that it has 444 right there. And
Yes,
yep. Yes.
totally. Yeah.
Yes.
And
What is that?
Caren, thank you so much. Caren says, yeah, people are waking up. The community that you are both part of has helped tremendously. Thank you both for your time and energy to help us understand things going on. You're welcome. It's what we do. And
Love
love,
doing.
yeah, love to do that. Love to do that. All righty. And Sonia would like to know what is shifting in her life. Hello, Pisces greeter. What is shifting? Mm,
You can go if you're ready, whenever you're ready.
okay. Wow. Okay. Apparently, the lesson here for everybody, and usually when I have a card that keeps coming up, it's because it's a lesson for everyone, okay? Which is freedom.
I agree. The same thing. When they come up again and again, we all need to
Yeah,
take note.
that's right. Moving on, letting go. What was in the past is in the past. You can't go back and undo it. The only control that you have is how you move forward. So set your intention to move forward in positivity and try to remain in that positive state as much as you can, because that's what you're going to attract, right? It's the law of attraction. What you think about is what you manifest for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you think that the sky is falling and gloom and doom, the universe says, oh, hey, listen, she wants some turmoil, and so it provides. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if you're being positive, and you say, no, I'm going to, look forward, and I'm going to be positive, then that's what you get. Okay. Salil, I think you might want to rephrase the comment you just made. I don't take orders. Okay. So,
I don't see Salil's question anyway.
yeah, I don't either, but I don't take orders on whose question I will and will not take. So, okay, this is called setting boundaries. So, okay, what shifting, Sonia, is kinship. And you're going to be spending more time with friends, more time with your community group, more time with like-minded people. Okay, freedom, moving on, letting go, and then I get connections. Mm-hmm. That's when things are going to start to happen, is as you're making these new connections. So yeah, you're on the right path. Yeah, just move on and let go. Yeah.
Yeah. And
hey, Danny Shay.
Hi, Danny Shay. How are you?
Oh my gosh.
How are you, Danny? I was going to say, I don't know, what was that word that I told you to say when we were in Shasta? And now I can't remember what it is. There was some funny comment that I told him to try to squeeze it into his channel, and he did. And I don't remember now what the word was.
What the word was. Yeah.
Sonia, I feel like you've got some really big changes coming with your intuitive skills, right? I feel, and so here is the high priestess, the highly intuitive psychic lady. It may be a little hidden right now, and you're nurturing that, you're growing that part of yourself, but then it will be victorious, right? You will actually really come out on top, and you're actually really, I feel like you're massaging those skills, and they're coming forward. I also saw something with career. So are you going to be working? Are you going to be trying to actually maybe work in the intuitive arts, or is your career growing? Are you getting a promotion? Are you getting a new job? Sonia. So that's very nice. Those are good cards.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Trying to switch. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, what have I got? Okay, Rishi would like to know what is shifting in his life. Okay. Yeah. As I said earlier, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps with the algorithms and everything else. And also, 53% of the people who regularly tune in to watch my channel aren't subscribed. So,
Sonia says, yes, I'm feeling it. It is in spiritual work. Yeah, feel it is in spiritual work. Nice.
Yes.
Good.
Exactly. Hey, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. I caught a little bit of Sherry's. She just started a new mental health channel.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Rishi.
Okay. Rishi. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you've got cards, go.
Sorry, I'm still tuning in, so you can go right ahead too. Sorry, guys. I can sing to you while we're shuffling. No, don't. We'll hear the chorus.
Okay. I get Archangel Raziel, And Archangel Raziel is all about wisdom, inspiration, and the Akashic record. So, what is shifting is you need to spend more time um, on on devotion to yourself, to know what you need to do in order to move forward, and not depend too much on what other people around you are expecting of you. I get Ascendant Masters, which is about devoted spirits and specific intentions. So make sure that what it is that you want for yourself is very specific. Write it down if you have to, and say it out loud. It really is helpful. And just let me take a look at this. Okay, and then I get thought vibrations. So watch your thoughts, because what you concentrate on is what you're going to bring into your life. So if you ever feel yourself thinking, oh, that's never going to work, that's never going to turn out for me, whatnot, you're right. So if you're right in believing that bad things are going to happen, you're just as right in believing that good things are going to happen. So yeah, choose your thoughts carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Deborah.
Yes, very much so. And it's interesting, Rishi, when I tuned in, I heard all he touches turns to gold. So I just feel like you have a magic touch and are about to embark on a really amazing new journey. I'm getting look at this. So I get the cards. This is my oldest little pocket sized deck of
nice. Love it.
We start with the card of generosity, of giving and receiving, and this is the card of news and surprises and maybe even could even be like young love. I with the cups, but I love this one. Something new is coming your way, and you get the world. So that's pretty remarkable. So something may be coming your way. And then the other card from the Oracle deck that I pulled says, open your heart to love. Are you looking for a new relationship? Or are you fostering, really growing one that you're in? Because this signifies that this is going to, that love is going to deepen, or you're actually opening your heart so that you actually manifest that love to come into your life. So that's exciting. Let us know if we're on the right track.
Absolutely.
We're both tapping into different things a little bit here, but I think good things are coming for you, Rishi.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think on the same note, like Marina was saying, if you are kinder to yourself, and I feel like once we love ourselves, we can be open to loving others and receiving their love.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Okay, Christine Brooks. Do my guides give me insight to my career future?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here.
Do my guides give me insight to my career future?
Colorful Foresight can relate to that message, even though it was not for her or him. I don't know if you're a he or she.
Yeah.
Or they.
You know what? So it happens often that a message will resonate with you even though you didn't ask it. If it resonates with you, take it. Take it. It's kind of like that repeating card that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Christine. Let's see.
Insight.
Career future.
Career future.
Okay.
Wow. May I go?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, Christine, your future is very bright. Look at this. This is the card of success, the sun. It's illuminating. It's going to become clear to you. And you get the Fool as well. So those are two major arcana cards. right? This is saying if you're thinking about something new, do it. This is a really, really good time to do it. It may, and with the full, it makes
Like
me feel as if, sure, it may not be the thing that you thought it was, but just take the leap because you might be surprised. And then we get the Page of Swords, which again, these are new beginnings in a new area. It's this learning something new. It's this a new idea, but this is about taking a new direction for you. So, wow, wow, wow! I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, Christine.
Absolutely. I think where you are right now is maybe feeling a lot of emotional isolation, like that. What you're currently doing isn't really as fulfilling as it could be. You know, there's something better. You're just kind of hesitant in taking that leap forward. You should. You should. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. So here we are, emotional desert, and that talks about inaction, isolation, not really feeling part of the team. Relax, just relax. Know that there are better things that are coming. There is expansion that is coming your way. um, this is a time to kind of look at happy pursuits, happy times, because you end with the family tree, and that is a group of very, very supportive people who are part of your tribe, right? And they are part of your expansion and your legacy. So um, I think that what is coming for you is going to be that when you find that position, it's going to feel like you've come home. You're gonna know it the minute that you go in there for that interview. It's gonna feel like home. So I think that's good.
Yeah. And I get another card too. Whatever this is, it's a blessing in disguise. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you're thinking of leaving a job or leaving or retiring too. That could be another way to, I don't know.
Mhm.
We never retire, do we? Right? We just
No.
launch another in another direction. So, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Hi,
Stop
Alice.
making good money and live on little money. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect.
Alice L is here. She's on my we
Oh.
do the healing hour with on Zoom with Kim Copeland every
Oh,
other week.
you're perfect.
Yes.
Hello, Alice. Nice to have you
Alice
here.
L.
Both retire and leaving. Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Yes. But that's a new direction,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. And Salil would like to
Shifting.
know what is shifting in life. Hello, Violet.
Hi, Violet. Violet has a violet V too.
Yes, perfect. Oh.
Salil, is there a new relationship that you're working on? I feel like there's somebody in. I heard the word girlfriend. I don't even know your gender or what your your
Mhm.
what interests are, but that's the word that I heard.
Yeah.
What is shifting?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh yes.
So
Because
what
you're
I'm
worried about something too. Look at that. I'm
uh-huh.
sorry.
No, no, no.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Nine of Swords. You have something you're worried about, Salil. Okay, is this love interest that you're thinking about? Because right at this moment, this card can mean seeing things from a new perspective, but it also can mean things are for me, it means things are on hold. You might feel like you're in a hold pattern with this person. And there's a transition coming up with this relationship. So if it's on the fence, it's going to move one way or the other. Yeah. But it is a very definite transition coming up. So
yeah. Okay.
But I get the next card is a good one. So I think maybe it's moving in a way that you will be happy with. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. No. I don't like to leave it on a scary note.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm getting, is that this, whatever relationship you're focusing on right now is not the relationship that you're going to end up in. This is not part of your history. I get Archangel Raziel, which is part of the Akashic record, and wisdom and inspiration. I also get divine presence, which is about the force of love and creation. And I end with Archangel Phanuel, and he is about hope, optimism, and new beginnings. So allow this to progress in the way that it is supposed to. Accept whatever outcome happens, and know that what is coming for you is better than what you anticipate. So you may have to let this go for something better to come in. That's
yes. Yes.
Okay.
For those who joined late too, we're talking about what is shifting in our lives.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And here we've got Deborah would like to know, should I just be content where I am in life instead of feeling like I need to be doing more?
Gosh, I feel like you just answered your question, Deborah.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yes. Okay. This one.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. I just shuffled and this flew out of the deck. You're ready for more.
You can't make this up.
I mean, this literally shot out, and so you got to take it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to go to tarot for this one. And yeah, my feeling is that if you feel like you should be doing more, you should be doing more. Mm-hmm. Follow your gut in whatever, wherever it wants to take you, go with it, because that is the right direction for you. Chariot change. Coming in. I
just love this card too. It's like embrace life, the beauty of life, right? And the way that you even pose the question says to me, should I just be content? Is kind of like, should I just go sit in my rocker and just, wait for it all to end? Or should I jump into life with a little more gusto? I mean,
is this as good as it's ever going to get?
Yeah.
Don't settle. Don't settle. So something is happening quick. The Four of Coins, you may need to invest a little money in what it is that you want to do, but just know that it is going to be, you'll be so much happier. Yes, whenever you feel the pull to do something else, go with it. Follow your gut. Believe that what your spirit, what your higher self is telling you is correct. Yeah, absolutely. I hope that resonates for you, Deborah. Yeah. Okay, we're at 1 hour, 4 minutes, and we've got two questions.
More questions, sure.
Sort of, yeah, we do. Now, Colorful Insight would like to know, is there messages from her dad on the other side?
I'll tell you what I see with Umberto right off the bat. Colorful Foresight. Sorry, I don't know your name. he comes forward with humility. He has like he looks like he's carrying his hat in his hand, right in front of himself. So whether that may mean a little bit of a like apology or regret. But it also he has, I feel like he has love behind his eyes. Behind his eyes, they're kind of he okay, here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling there may have been a little bit of sadness or difficulty in his life. And he comes to you with, and that sadness and difficulty in his life may have actually been something that he took out on other people. Not because he didn't love you, because I feel a very, very, very strong love for you. But and that's okay, colorful. I anyway, he has a real sweet gentleness to his nature behind whatever this was. This sense that I'm getting. Maybe Dad, in what is shifting in your life. Yeah, he was a good man, yet he was a difficult person. And I feel like your relationship with him on the other side will maybe stronger than what it was in life. And so anyway, but he loves you very, very much. I just think it's a little regret that maybe he didn't know how to show his love like he should have. Hi, Terry.
Yes. Yeah. And you're I think you're absolutely right on with that, because I get the emotional desert, the inaction, isolation, so on, but I also get connections, and that tells me that what he had a difficult time expressing his affection. It was almost as if he told you, "Oh, Sylvia, you're an important part of my life and I love you," that the world would have opened up and he would have been swooped into it, never to emerge again. So he tried to show it in different ways. But it was a challenge, definitely a challenge. And what he's saying from the other side is, I could have done a better job. I didn't know then what I know now, and know that you are my treasure. You are everything that was important to me, and I may not have been available then. I am available now. You can talk to me anytime. And he is there too with the elementals. You can kind of you feel him around when you're outdoors. It's almost like you, out of the corner of your eye, you glimpse something and you look and you anticipate seeing him there. And that's because he is there. He's just letting you know, I'm here.
He's just giving me chills upon chills upon chills. I love his, from the other side, he has a sweetness, a real sweetness to him.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
but you may not have always seen it on this side. He's just got soulfulness in his eyes.
Yep.
So
good. And he honestly, Sylvia, he didn't have a very good life. I mean, his childhood was not the best. His the history in his family was not the best. So he did the best that he could with what he had, and he didn't know how to do what he didn't know what to do.
He just keeps giving me chills, giving me these head tingles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
I hope that was helpful.
What a wonderful message. He's there for you now.
He
He's
is.
there for you
He
now.
is.
Okay. And
Mhm.
our last question here is Violet. And she says, if time, may I please ask what messages my guides have for me right now? Feeling overwhelmed with all, not myself.
Whew, aren't we
Well,
all?
yes, I,
Welcome to 2024.
yes. Yeah, we are, yeah, what we're reading on, Violet, is what is shifting in your life,
Mhm.
and you just explained, yeah, what all of us are
Mhm.
feeling, which is that we've been living almost on a knife's edge for so long that now it's time to do things, and now we're feeling the weight of the world, right? But
Mhm.
we're we're coming out of that. Keep positive.
Right.
Keep thinking about all the things that you can control, all the things that you can change, whether they are big changes in your life or teeny tiny little changes. They're steps forward. Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I just got the most perfect card for Violet, which uh, makes so much sense. Get your power back. Look, she's even wearing violet in this picture
Yes.
with all of those crystals and things.
Yeah.
Maybe, perhaps, you might actually put a. I keep a selenite wand in my pillowcase. You know, crystals may be helpful, but what I'm seeing here is get your power back. It says, you have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. And I think that's exactly what Marina was just saying. We're all so, I mean, we have been like in this tidal wave for so long, tumbled up. It's just been
Yeah.
so much confusion and shifting. Whoops, my dog just barked. Hi.
Aw.
Um,
Hello, puppy.
but anyway, it's just saying, now it's time for us to start to get the words that I'm getting are get our footing, try to get our feet back under us, and and start walking forward, just one step at a time, whatever that may be, to get your grounding, get your bearings. So anyway, you're not alone in
Yeah.
feeling overwhelmed. Oh, this world it's a lot. I feel like it's shifting for the better right now. I think in the
Yes.
next couple of months we're going to be like, wow, okay, we just came through something.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. And
Mhm.
again, I get the confusion card, which is many choices, many ways. So yeah, I can literally see your confusion. Okay. And the uncertainty, whatnot. I totally agree with Kelly that the message is your eternal spirit. And this talks about your higher self and your sacred intuition. So, connecting with your higher self, taking your power back, knowing that, you know what, it may feel like I don't have any choice, but I do. I do. I can choose to participate, I can choose not to, right? And personal guide.
Mhm.
So, and this talks about, yeah, your guardian angel, your spiritual family. They are there to protect you. They are there to get you to the next step. When it comes to, yeah, I can appreciate, yes, when you're a little older, it's
Hard when
sometimes
you're old.
difficult
Mhm.
to, you're used to doing things a certain way and having a certain outcome. And we've all had that uprooted over the last 5, 6 years, where what was normal isn't normal. What isn't normal appears to be normal. So this is where you stand back and you say, no, no, no. This is how I want this done. This is how I'm going to go forward. That's what's going to work for me. And I'm concentrating on me.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Get your power back and you'll see, yeah, you'll be making strides in any direction that you want to go.
Mhm.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah, and take and little I just keep saying, like, take a what is this image? I'm seeing this image of like widen yourself out to the 10,000-foot view, whatever that may mean to you, right? Because, in the thick of it, it just feels like everything. Just rise above and try to see the big picture, that we're moving through a turbulent time, a difficult time. And it may be on a personal level, but certainly on a global level, or a galactic level for that matter. So just pull yourself out of the situation, try to be the observer, and hopefully maybe that will calm your energy from the inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, perfect.
Well,
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you guys for spending part of your afternoon with us. It means a lot. Kelly, thank you for agreeing to come back. I didn't scare you last time. Yay!
You didn't scare me. No, it takes more than that to scare me. Thank you. I've enjoyed being here, and I've enjoyed, reading for all these lovely people and having our beautiful chat about the shift. We are in the shift.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? I'm sure that if we were to gather in another 2 or 3 months with the same people and say, okay, how has it been? Yeah, everyone would be feeling a lot better and could probably say, yeah, I did this and this, and I took these steps, and it made all the difference. So this is a case of, concentrating on filling up your spiritual essence, filling up yourself with whatever good you need to make it to the next step.
That's right. Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, folks. I will see you later. Kelly, thank you. And we'll let's set up when you'll be coming back. We'll do that right after the show.
Love to. I'd be
Perfect.
happy to. Thank
All right,
you.
everyone. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.